Okay.
it's not Compass Senior Solutions. I am telling you firsthand, knowing the back end of working in a community, that you can accidentally get yourself into the wrong place very, very easily, and you could lose a lot of time and money, and it can be heartbreaking for some situations in some places where somebody does a traumatic move from a rehab center into an assisted living community, only to find that community can't service their needs, and then they need to go back into rehab, and then you go to skilled nursing. That's not how you wanna spend your final days on this earth. That's, like, sad, and there's a better way to do it, and so and the way I would likened it to, and like I said, I wouldn't have known to do this had I not been in the industry. I have no idea. With my own mother, with my own life, I would have no idea. It's just because I've seen both sides of the business, I'm like, "Oh, yeah." But to me, working with a senior care consultant, and hopefully they don't charge you any money like Compass, is it's free advice, it's free counseling, it's free coaching, and on top of that, it's kind of like you're going to buy a house, right? And you work with a real estate agent, and your buyer's agent doesn't charge you any money. They get paid from the seller's agent. That's how real estate works currently. So, it's kind of like you're going to buy a house without having an agent and having anyone to represent your interests or know what you're getting into or doing inspections or negotiating or any of that stuff. You're just going in blind. And then on to top it off, you're in a vulnerable state, you're rushed, you are like something happened, you have to do something immediately. 9 times out of 10, I've had families come to me where they're like, "Mom's in rehab. I have 3 days to find a place." And I'm like,
My gosh.
"No, that's awful. Okay." We do our best to serve them to the highest point possible, and I'm happy they at least found us. But I would advise families to talk to somebody earlier. Talk to a senior care advisor, consultant. I would go with somebody boutique. I wouldn't go to a big corporation that's just gonna farm your number out to a million communities. I would talk to an actual individual person, human live, face to face about your situation, what you're looking for, what you want, ask them who they work with, and do that on the front end. So in 2 years, when you really say you decide not to do anything, but in 2 years there is an emergency, you're informed and you know what to do and where to go. So start early, don't wait, and talk to a professional.